Theouton, love, peace, blessing, all manner of goodness, happiness, health, wealth, healing, abundance, prosperity, all goodness and kindness and everything that just makes you feel good. Something good is going to happen to you today. And wanted to talk about nobody, nowhere, and no thing. And Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza, and his meditation practices, very, very powerful. His own personal testimony is amazing. He came into the healing realm, having to heal himself. Excuse me. And just fantastic work, fantastic discoveries. Anything that you would buy, or any videos that you would watch about him or that he has done are just groundbreaking. They're phenomenal. They're really, really amazing. But one of the goals that he is instructing people to achieve is the state of being where your awareness is not on your body, it's not on where you are, and it's not on anything. It's another way of becoming the watcher and becoming the observer, and recognizing that you're not the body, you're not even really where you are. This is not base or prime reality, and you're not a thing. It's very, very powerful. And when we can practice no body, nowhere, and no thing, what happens is we make a contact, or more like we make a removal of barriers that were in the way, or distractions that were distracting us from our contact to divine source, to true source, or to Ein Sof, the realm of all capabilities, the realm of where all possibilities. Because our reality for us, again, by viewing 0.005% of the total universe, in other words, what we are able to see with our eyes is only 0.005% of all of everything. That's incredibly limited, and it can really, really get us in a box. It can get us in a rut. It can put us in a situation where we can see one outcome and no other, and that's very, very limited, even by anyone's standards. But when you can become nobody, nowhere, no thing, when you're simply an energetic connection to all of reality, as opposed to all of the conclusions that we've told ourselves about reality based on our experience. And unfortunately, a lot of that experience for people has been a negative experience, and so therefore it's got limitations on it. And when we are basing our experience based on limitations, there are just an infinite realm of possibilities that we're not able to see, because again, we, like most people, the mainstream influenced species right now that is pushed into predominantly left brain reality, left brain existence, and then activating everything of the left brain, which has to come to conclusions, which has to have certainty, which has to have an idea of what to expect, what's going on. And again, that's all limited based on personal experience. And there's just so much more. There's understandings, there's wisdom, there's realities that we've never even heard of before. And because of that, we don't know the possibilities. It's like getting a second opinion when it's a life or death situation. It's really important to make sure you know all the options, and there may be one that's not as toxic for you, and isn't going to leave you who knows what. But that there are other realities, there are other dimensions, there are other possibilities And there are other options that, maybe you didn't even know of. So many things are, available to us now, really practically just about everything. A lot of things used to be hidden in sacred schools, sacred societies, things that were known and proven and practiced, and they basically kept them to the elite and didn't share them with average people. But now all of these things are out in the open. Well, at least most of them are, and a lot of them are very beneficial, and a lot of them have to do with consciousness, conscious practices, reality, true reality, who we really are, what's really going on, in us, to us, and through us, and how we can start to take control, how we can recognize something called sovereignty. Where we can be our own sovereign self. We're not looking to somebody else to be sovereign for us. We're free from the parasitic lie of the right of kings and all of that teaching that has, simply permitted people who were evil to, just abuse and in some cases kill or ethnically cleanse entire races. And all of that is out of our way now. We now have the ability to really apply our own sovereignty and understand what that is about. And so anything that is putting limits on you, anything that is any type of blockage, anything that's keeping you from who you are, that's toxic to your authentic self. And so to recognize, what ideas, what beliefs, what practices, are doing that to you is incredibly empowering, because you can be free of all of those limiting beliefs, all of the limits. And it's very, very powerful. And that's one of the freedoms of the power of now, of being able to recognize now, of being able to recognize who we are. Real, I think, very, very helpful teaching that Eckhart Tolle does is to say you maybe you don't necessarily have to change what you're doing. In other words, if you recognize that you're in a toxic environment and you just want to get out, but it's something that you need. A lot of people experience this in the area of their occupation, the work that they're doing now. And like he teaches, maybe you don't have to just change that or quit your job or anything like that. You just need to change how you're doing it. You need to identify it and then practice it as a spiritual practice, and then use the new things that you are learning to manifest something different or something new, or something that is more in line with who you are, more in line with your heart's desire, and manifest a new reality for yourself. And there's so much information, there's so much teaching, there's just so much out there to be able to help us and being able to make those types of changes and experience that type of freedom. And it's really just a search engine away now. So with that, spending some time searching, maybe looking at some of Joe Dispenza's work and some of his ability to teach and show people how to become and to experience no body, no thing, nowhere, and no time, and be able to connect with infinite possibilities, to be able to connect with infinite awareness, and to be able to experience that and recognize that, hey, that's actually who you are, an extension of the divine spark, and an extension of the true creator, and having the ability, as the scripture says, to be co-creators with Christ, with the Christos, with the Christ consciousness, and be able to use that power, that creative power, that non-toxic creative power, a power that is friendly, it's us friendly, it's the people around us friendly, it's our family friendly, it's an influence that doesn't cause harm. And as a matter of fact, it heals, saves, delivers from everything that is harmful, and allows you to choose what you want to create in your own reality. So with that, nobody, nowhere, no thing, no time. Genothi Seutan, love, peace, blessing. Something good is going to happen to you today. Namaste.